The Trumpet Awards honors excellence and achievement in the African American community. So what is it like walking a red carpet for an award show like this?
Listen, there is no better feeling. I'm always looking for opportunities where they are honoring us, where we can show up and love on the people that are doing so much for the culture. So to be a part of the Trumpet Awards when they have Martin being honored and MC Light and there's Nas and Faith, and hosted by my favorite Wanda Sykes, I had to be here tonight.
Now you've mentioned Wanda Sykes and Martin,
Yeah.
Cedric the Entertainer's here. Who are you excited to see?
Didn't I just say? No, everybody. No, I'm really excited to see everybody. I mean, there aren't many opportunities where we come together. It's just like a family reunion when you come together and you can see old friends and see people that you've admired. And so for me, I'm excited to see everybody black, to quote Issa Rae.
Now, as an entertainer yourself, what kind of advice would you give to someone who wants to follow in your own footsteps?
I think you need to be authentic, and you need to have a genuine love for whatever avenue you're going into. If you're trying to be an actress, don't just think you can wake up and say, I'm going to be an actress. Study the craft, get in classes, do everything your due diligence wise that you need to do to be successful within the craft, and always, always remain authentic.
Now, who first saw that authenticity in you and said, you know what, she can overcome those hurdles?
It was Mary Ellis Bunham and John Murray from a show in 1993 called The Real World.
I remember that show.
So they were the very first people to give me a shot. And along the way, I've developed relationships with Leah Daniels Butler, who's an amazing casting director who champions me at every turn of my career. I've come in contact with Octavia Spencer and Halle Berry and so many great actresses that are empowering and uplifting and want all of us to do well.
Now, this award show is about empowering women. So as a strong woman yourself, what would you say to that young girl out there who maybe one day wants to walk a red carpet too?
Never give up. You're going to hear far more no's than you hear yeses, which is why you need to be passionate and love whatever it is that you're trying to get into. Be authentic, be genuine, and stick to living your truth. Don't alter yourself, who you are, what you believe in, what your morals are, what you stand for, based on what other people are doing. Always stay true to you and live your truth, and I can guarantee you from that, because it worked for me, you'll eventually be walking a red carpet.
From the real world to living your own true authenticity, Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. One of the men of the hour,
Yes,
Cedric the Entertainer. How excited are you to be receiving an award at the Bounce Trumpet Awards?
I mean, it's great, man. This vibe has been so good off the top already. But to be recognized for, excellence in entertainment from my community, from the people that, first put me on. That's why I like to say black people put me on. And so it's great, man. And I mean, it's good to be in such a great company. It's going to be an awesome night.
Now, you are an icon in the game and entertainment. So how have you been able to keep it going for as long as you have and as great as you have?
I really just try to stay fresh. I try to respect what it is that I do, even though my job comes with a lot of recognition and fame. And, I try to look at it like a working man. I try to look at it like if I showed up and somebody was spending money to come see this, would I want to spend the money to do it? So I try to treat it with respect, and that's what I think I get when I give it and I get it back. So that's it.
I once saw you on Def Poetry Jam talking about all of the things that you had to do back in the day, and hence you became Cedric the Entertainer. It was more than just comedy.
Yeah.
You would sing, you can act. Who first told you that you had that kind of talent in you?
It probably was a family thing. I mean, it just feels like, one that, my mother and everybody was just very encouraging when she was a school teacher, but she was one of those, kind of personalities that let you believe you can do anything you really wanted to do. And, I could sing, I could dance, I used to do it all, man. And so I just was able to formulate that and turn it into my life's work and passion. I'm excited that I was blessed enough to discover it.
And what medium do you like working in the most? Because you've got hit TV shows, hit movies, hit albums.
Yeah.
What do you like the most?
You know, I don't know. I never really try to measure them, any one of them. Stand up, of course, is very special. You know, I mean, because it's the one that started it all, and it's the one that gives me, the opportunity to just kind of walk up and be myself at any given time. But I love television, love doing the neighborhood right now. We're killing it. I love doing movies. So, just any way I can perform for people, it works for me.
As one of the original kings of comedy, how excited are you to see Wanda Sykes, a fellow comedian, hosting tonight?
Well, she's one of my favorite comedians, period. So me and Wanda are good friends. We've tried to develop things together, but she's great. She's funny. She's irreverent. She's, she gonna hit you where it hurts. She's gonna be funny and unique. And so, I'm excited that she's the host tonight.
Before I let you get out of here,
Yeah.
what would you tell those watching that want one day to maybe be standing where you're standing?
Oh man, if you got a dream, it's all about executing that dream. Believe what it is, start where you are, don't worry about the next step, just start where you are. If you're an artist, creator, content creator, whatever you do, just believe in it and keep going. Don't let the doubters crush your dreams. And then step by step, don't worry about the big bounds, the big leaps. Step by step, you'll see yourself running to your goals. That's it.
All right, and so and we can expect that album?
Yeah, man, got a little Christmas album out right now. People go check it out. Said Entertainer, Powerhouse Christmas, did something fun. It'll be out this week, so make sure you check that out, man.
Powerhouse Christmas,
Yeah,
WB
man.
Entertainer hit TV show?
Yeah, The Neighborhood, CBS, Monday nights, don't miss it.
Thank you so much.
All right,
It's a
man.
pleasure. It's
All
good
right,
to see you and
appreciate
continued
it.
success.
Thank you, brother.
What is it like being here on the red carpet at the Trumpet Awards?
What is it like? I feel honored. I feel honored to be amongst my peers, artists that I've looked up to since I was a child, and just to be here in celebration of my people, I'm excited to be here. It's my first time.
Now, who are you excited to see as this is your first time?
Who am I excited to see? Everybody, really. I really couldn't name one person I'm excited to see. There's so many names, too many to name.
Now, Wanda Sykes is an out and proud comedian. What do you think her hosting this award show does for the LGBTQ community?
I think it's another voice that we need. It's another avenue to lead other people through. I think anytime someone from the LGBTQ plus community shows up and is present, it's opening another doorway for another person to come in the future. So I'm excited. I'm such a big fan of Wanda's. I know she's going to do incredible. She's so talented, and I've never met her, so I guess I'm excited to see her too.
Now, with your show Pose, you tackle some really, heavy subjects.
Yeah.
How has that affected you off the camera?
Well, coming from real life experiences as a woman of trans experience and having to display that on camera, when I step off of the camera, I'm still kind of in that zone because you have to understand this has been my reality and is my reality. And so when I'm portraying Lulu, I'm portraying my own past sometimes, and also the past of other people or the present situations of people. And so there's a lot of pressure, but a pressure that I would never take away. I am honored to be in that position.
Now, when did you first know that you had it in you, that stardom to, bring Lulu to the camera, but also to walk in your truth?
Okay, so Lulu to the camera. I'm a very confident person. I've always known I wanted to be in entertainment since I was a child. I believe it was the Nutcracker that I saw on Christmas, and I started off dancing professionally first. So I saw that. My mom put me in performing arts school, and I knew right then and there from the reaction from the crowd and just being in front of cameras, and I just loved it. I knew that was me. As far as, what was the last thing you asked me?
Of how you've overcome hurdles in your own life.
Okay, so how I've overcome hurdles in my life. I understand my calling. I have a deep connection with God, and my understanding of God is more spiritual. It's about the universe and connecting to your purpose and raising your vibration and your frequency. And so I'm very in tune, and it's intentional that I live my life that way. So it's a practice of consciously being self-aware, knowing what I want, and then allowing that to build momentum to manifest.
If you could tell anyone last thing, what would you tell that young boy or girl who wants to be that star just like you are? What advice would you give them?
I would say to never waver on your dreams. I would say if you have a dream, do it, but do it well. If you want to be in entertainment, study your craft. because an opportunity, like my mother always tells me, is only an opportunity if you can take it. So don't give up on your dreams, believe in yourself, but know your work when it's time to do the work. Study your craft and be excellent at what you do.
Thank you so much. Flawless, as always. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. As an incredible comedian yourself, what does it mean to see a woman of Wanda Sykes' caliber hosting the show tonight?
It's everything. Not only is she a woman, she's a gay woman, she's a gay black woman, and so she's got the whole trifecta of everything that would hold you down. But she has risen above everything with class and style and humor and grace, and she doesn't get caught up in any mess, and she does her job, and I love Wanda, and this is going to be fun and snide like she is, and great with her little dry humor, and I'm just excited to see everybody.
Now, aside from Wanda, you said everybody, but you've worked with so many incredible comedians. Is there anyone else out there, Martin, Cedric, that you're excited to see walk across that stage?
I'm just happy for everybody, because I would want everybody to be happy for me, you know what I'm saying? The fact that we're here, the fact that we're black, the fact that the rain stopped, the fact that we're breathing, everybody didn't make it. Rest in peace, John Witherspoon, you know what I'm saying, since we're speaking of comedians. And I'm just glad to be in that number because, I've been an underdog for so long. But, the cream rises to the top.
Now, talking about rising to the top, this drip that you have on is extra special. Who designed it and how, and tell us about it.
Sumter Furs gave me the code, and this is good old Ashley Stewart, honey. And I think I got the shoes from Saks a long time ago, and Philip will be dressing me
for her Oscar.
From when I get my Oscar.
Oscar.
So right, this is just so it's black. That's all best I can do is black.
It's black. Well, it's excellent.
A red lip always helps that, though, right?
Well, you're at the right place. I'm gonna let you take your seat. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
You were great. The Trumpet Awards honors excellence and achievement in the African American community.
Yes.
What does it mean for you to be at an award show like this?
I think it's very important to me, especially with being a part of the LGBTQ plus community. It's so important for me to be around the people that support me through thick and thin, and that I know will always have my back. And to be there and support them and tell them thank you for the support that they give to me as well. So I love any time that we get together or gather around and celebrate each other.
Now, you work with Ellen, who's
Yes.
a luminary in the LGBTQ plus community, but Wanda Sykes is the host tonight.
Yes, she
What
is.
do you think her being the host of an award show like this says to the community
Yes.
and everyone else at large?
I think it is absolutely phenomenal. I know Wanda personally. She comes over a lot to Ellen and guest host sometimes. And listen, I think it is so important to have someone from our community up there on stage because we already know that there's already been tension with, homophobia within the black community. And to have that ability for her to stand up there and be that representation is so important for visibility.
Now, within the black community, you speak of homophobia. So what obstacles have you had to overcome to get to where you are right now?
Yeah, so I think if you ask anyone, there's the church is always the thing. I think all of us grew up in the church, but we always have that conflict there. I think with any black household, with single mothers, we have that conflict as well. So I think for me, I had to find a way to be able to understand that usually that was just based off of ignorance and people not having education or not being able to understand it. And the more that I was able to educate people, the more accepting they were able to be towards me.
Now, how do you notice stardom? Like, who first saw that in you that got you to here?
Well, I would probably have to say my first person would be Ellen. I think after she first saw it and she moved me out to LA, that was kind of how we just all skyrocketed. And I've only been here for 2 years, but I've already walked in New York Fashion Week. I've done a movie. So I've far exceeded any of my own expectations.
Now, we never put limits on our expectations.
Yes.
So what do you want to do next?
Oh, I'm interested in doing a cookbook. I'm interested in doing merch. I'm interested in releasing my own line of seasonings. I'm interested in doing more movies, doing more TV shows, definitely trying to see it. Maybe I may want a talk show one day,
Now, to that young black boy or girl who's watching you right now and hopes to, drip like you drip and reach this success, what would you tell them to overcome those hurdles?
My advice would be take everything that everybody doesn't like about you and push that to the forefront because that is your strength.
Wow. Very, very powerful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Oh, I could do this all day,
Thank
man.
you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.